Rich rising, my loves. I was in a very tantric dance energy, and I was like, get online, give this message to your soul tribe because it's very important. Okay, so we understand we're in the energy of evolve or repeat, right? The one thing I've noticed as a teacher and a sacred healer is to see my clients going through these cycles in the subconscious. What I mean by that is understanding that there is still a lot of attachments through your own wounding or your own lack mentality. Now, listen to what I'm about to say to you because I understand it could be a little bit triggering, but if it is triggering, you're welcome because that's the medicine your ego needs to hear right now. We're on a boat and the boat's taking us somewhere. You prayed for this boat to come. You've manifested this boat. You've seen this boat come through. You're getting on the boat, but you realize that once the boat is taking off, you have a foot on the dock. And that represents your attachments, not really wanting to let go, not really wanting to leave. So that alone, right, is telling me that there are excuses that are about to come through. What are these excuses? Well, I'll start on Monday. I'll start in 2023. I'll do this when I have this, or it's all of these energies that we all do, right? Let's say, like, for example, this is like the most relatable example. When COVID hit and everybody was like, oh, I wish everything was going to go back to prior to COVID. Why? How about if the old no longer exists? That's the whole point of this path, is to kill off the old so the new can come in. You can't allow new energy to surface if you're holding on to old things, right? For example, let's say there's a storage and your storage is full or your memory is full. I say this all the time, like, delete all of it, get rid of all of it so the new can come in. You can't keep asking and asking for more if you're not willing to let go. And you know, this is a very hard concept to grasp because it is the programs and the fear and the ego that keeps wanting to hold on. But you keep praying for new energy. You keep praying for abundance, which is a consciousness. You keep praying for freedom. You keep praying for happiness. But yet you're not willing to let go of the old versions of you, which is the death, right? I always say this, y'all, live free, die well. This is true mastery. So I'm going to come on with some energy updates for you guys. But this is the one thing that I've noticed, you know, collectively. And I've also, you know, really seen it within myself. And I find that, you know, once you truly want to walk in the fire and you truly allow the holy flames, the sacred flames, to burn away what does not resonate with you now, because all we have is the now, you find so much more peace, y'all. There's so much peace. There's no stress. You're in flow. This is like what everybody wants. But how much are you willing to do the work? That's truly the question. So it is a continuation of the evolve or repeat, but it's also understanding that it's time for you to really look into your subconscious and really realize, okay, you know, I can't make these excuses anymore, right? Like, it's 2023, I'm going to go to the gym and work out. And by February, everybody's like, the gyms are empty. You guys, this is asking us to really fulfill our divine purpose and really bring in the higher timelines. And that will require a sacrifice. Gold angel, expansion and visibility. And that's exactly what this energy is. It's asking you to expand and be also really honest in regards to what you're scared to let go of. You know, that visibility is, how can I be seen? So many people are like, I want to have intimacy. I want my partner to love me. I want my partner to look at me. I desire a partner for this and that. How are you going to do that when everybody's a mirror and you can't even do that with yourself? This is what this work's about, guys. It's about really shining that reflection even in the darkest parts of you. You know, the parts that you don't want to be seen. And the body's saying, okay, let's not judge it. Okay, we don't need to judge it, but what we can do is be brave and courageous and allow the vulnerability to surface. This is a lot of emotional maturity that a lot of people do not have. And I'll tell you why. Because they haven't truly digged into their wounds. And when they're triggered, the trigger takes over them and they fall into their wounding. A master knows that triggering is the medicine, and they breathe deeply into the trigger, but yet they keep themselves in alignment, and they can communicate clearly through a conscious level, because the trigger is a red flag that there is more healing that I need to do here, but I'm not going to project that out to the person or thing that I'm dealing with. I'm going to keep it within and then go home into my sacred ritual and do what I need to do. Balance and harmony is the next energy, and that's what 2022 is about. When we leave this energy, saying, are we really balanced? Are we really harmonized? Again, you guys, all we have is the now. So we can constantly be in lack and say tomorrow, next month, next week, but that is huge in regards to what's going on with your inner self. You're resisting, you're running away, you're pushing it aside, right? You're replacing what needs to be helped and shined upon with something else, right? I have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to do that. You know, it's all of these excuses. And, you know, when we enter 2023, you're going to be seeing that those energies don't need to be there anymore. Like, it can be so easy if you just fully show up and say, I'm taking my foot off this dock and I'm going on this journey, and I'm going to be in full surrender, full trust. And I know I'm good. You know, I know I'm good here, and it's okay for me to be seen because I know I'm expanding, and this is a gift and this is beautiful. Okay, last energy is, of course, the emotional wisdom, trust the flow, number 22, my loves. Listen, emotional wisdom, a lot of people don't have it. Do you? You know, it's wonderful to understand expansion in a way, because it is maturity, but really it's consciousness. And it's understanding that the emotions is like the water on the, like you're on the boat, you're on the ocean, and the water is the wisdom, the water is the consciousness. And you know that every wave is like an emotion, but you know it's going to, you know, die out eventually. And you have to allow these emotions to really, you know, teach you your lessons, but don't drown in it. Don't drown in it. And it's really beautiful when you can fully show up in that energy and be like, I'm ready for this. I'm going to do what I need to do to get there, and allow that to come through, because that is truly where the freedom and liberation is. It really is, you guys. And, you know, I pray that you understand this in a way that really reveals your own lack, because we all have it. And it's no judgment, no guilt, no shame. It's just truth. And then really reflect on, you know, where are you holding this energy, and why are you really making excuses? Where do you not really want to change? That's really it. And see and feel it out. Feel it in your body. And this is great homework. You know, I do this every day. You know, it's this constant push and pull of my own ego with God's will. And the more you can really show up and do this work with yourself, with a partner, with your children, it really helps clear a lot of stagnant energy. And it creates this beautiful portal for you to truly walk into, and not just speak about this journey, but embody it and live it fully with an open heart. So if you guys need help with anything, please let me know. 22% off. Promo code THANKYOU 2022. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye.